10 early signs of dementia you can't ignore. Could you or someone you love be showing the first signs of dementia? It's a frightening possibility, but ignoring the warning signs won't make them go away. Dementia is not just simple forgetfulness. It is a progressive condition that impacts memory, problem-solving, and even personality. And the worst part? It often begins so subtly that many people dismiss the early symptoms as just part of getting older. Too many families realize something is wrong only when it's too late. But catching dementia in its early stages can make all the difference. While there is no cure, early diagnosis can help slow the disease, manage symptoms, and give families time to prepare. The key is recognizing the red flags before it's too late. If you or a loved one is experiencing any of these 10 warning signs, don't brush them off. These are not just quirks of aging. They could be serious indicators of dementia, and they demand attention. 1. Memory loss that disrupts everyday life. Forgetfulness happens to everyone, but dementia-related memory loss is far more than just occasional absent-mindedness. People in the early stages often forget things that were once second nature to them: appointments, conversations, or important dates. They might ask the same question repeatedly, forgetting they already received an answer. Even more concerning, they may rely on sticky notes, reminders, or other people to get through tasks they used to handle effortlessly. Imagine a parent who has always been reliable suddenly forgetting birthdays, missing scheduled events, or constantly misplacing everyday objects. It might start small, but over time, these memory lapses become more frequent and more disruptive. 2. Difficulty with problem solving and planning. Tasks that once seemed simple may suddenly feel overwhelming. Dementia can impact a person's ability to plan and organize, making even routine responsibilities frustrating. People in the early stages may struggle to follow a recipe they've used for years, balance a checkbook, or manage household bills. If someone who used to be detail-oriented now makes frequent mistakes with finances, forgets to pay bills, or finds it hard to follow step-by-step instructions, this is more than just getting older. It is a major warning sign of cognitive decline. 3. Trouble finding the right words. Conversations that were once easy and natural start to feel difficult. A person in the early stages of dementia might struggle to find the right words, stopping mid-sentence as if they lost their train of thought. They may substitute odd words in place of common ones, leading to confusing or nonsensical speech. It's not just forgetting a word here and there, it's a pattern. They might start calling a refrigerator a cold box, or refer to a watch as a hand clock. Repeating themselves within the same conversation is also common. Over time, this communication breakdown leads to withdrawal, as the person becomes embarrassed or frustrated by their difficulty speaking. Four. Confusion with time and place. Forgetting what day it is happens to everyone occasionally, but people with dementia lose their entire sense of time. They may forget the year, think events from decades ago happened recently, or even get lost in familiar places. A person might drive to the grocery store, a place they've visited hundreds of times, and suddenly have no idea how to get home. They may wake up in the middle of the night thinking it's daytime or become disoriented in their own neighborhood. This kind of confusion is a major warning sign that something is wrong. 5. Poor judgment and reckless decision-making. If someone starts making uncharacteristically poor decisions, it could be a sign of dementia affecting their judgment. A once financially responsible person may start giving away large sums of money to telemarketers or falling for scams. They may dress inappropriately for the weather, wearing a heavy coat in the summer or shorts in freezing temperatures. Hygiene can also decline. Someone who always took pride in their appearance might suddenly stop showering, brushing their hair, or wearing clean clothes. Their ability to assess situations logically starts to fade, leading to potentially dangerous choices. Six. Withdrawal from work, hobbies, and social life. Dementia doesn't just impact memory, it also affects motivation and interest. People in the early stages might lose interest in activities they once loved, whether it's reading, gardening, cooking, or socializing with friends. A once outgoing and talkative person might become noticeably quieter in conversations, struggling to keep up or feeling embarrassed about forgetting things. They might avoid social gatherings entirely, isolating themselves to hide their struggles. At work, previously efficient employees may find it difficult to keep up with responsibilities, make frequent mistakes, or lose their ability to focus on tasks. If someone who was once full of life now seems withdrawn, uninterested, or emotionally distant, it could be more than just a mood change. It could be cognitive decline. Seven. Mood swings and personality changes. Dementia doesn't just affect memory, it can completely change a person's personality. Someone who was once patient and kind may become irritable, suspicious, or even aggressive. A typically easygoing spouse may suddenly have frequent outbursts over small things. A cheerful grandparent might develop paranoia, accusing family members of stealing when they misplace items. Unexplained depression, anxiety, or even fear of familiar places and people can also signal that something deeper is going on. Eight. Difficulty completing familiar tasks. Daily routines that used to be second nature become confusing. A person with early dementia might forget how to cook their favorite meal, struggle to use a coffee maker, or have trouble following directions while driving. Even simple activities like setting the table, using a phone, or turning on the TV become overwhelming. As dementia progresses, step-by-step processes become impossible, leading to frustration and dependency on others for help. 9. Losing things and putting objects in strange places. Everyone misplaces things sometimes, but people with dementia take it to another level. They might put their car keys in the fridge, their phone in the oven, or their shoes in the dishwasher. Even more concerning, they often can't retrace their steps to find missing items and may accuse others of stealing. If a loved one is frequently losing things in bizarre locations and becoming defensive or paranoid about it, it's a major red flag. Ten. Vision and spatial awareness problems. Dementia doesn't just affect memory, it can also impact vision. People with cognitive decline may have trouble judging distances, reading, or recognizing faces. They might struggle to tell colors apart, which can make things like driving extremely dangerous. A person with early dementia might misjudge how far a step is, leading to frequent falls. They may find it harder to read words, interpret depth, or even recognize their own reflection in a mirror. If vision issues arise without any known eye condition, it could be an early warning sign of dementia. What to do next? Dementia is progressive, meaning it only gets worse over time. The earlier it's detected, the better the chances of managing symptoms and slowing cognitive decline. If you or someone you love is showing multiple signs from this list, don't ignore them. Seeking medical advice immediately could make all the difference. Medical disclaimer. This article is for informational purposes only and should not be used as a substitute for professional medical advice, diagnosis, or treatment. If you suspect you or loved one may have dementia, consult a qualified healthcare provider immediately. This version is longer, more immersive, and packed with urgency. Let me know if you'd like any refinements.